What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Culture Section Podcast. It's your boy, I am Quartet.
I'm tired of the greatest me.
I almost forgot my name. Hey, before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to the Fans of the Culture Network YouTube page for exclusive content of the Fans of the Culture podcast. Hit that notification bell just in case YouTube, hey, you heard me.
Listen, man. If y'all only seen what we've been through before we recorded this, you would understand.
This man arguing with a portable recorder.
No,
I'm just talking.
Yeah, because this dude's talking about I'm hollering. Stop hollering, man. You hollering. I'm like, I'm talking in my normal tone, man.
That's funny. Hey, what time you got?
10:04.
10:04. All right.
Okay, back to the original question I asked. You think your mama watched the show?
Yes, I believe she watches the show.
And you said you know because?
She did, I think, reference a couple episodes. I cannot remember which episodes, but my mama is watching this. Shout out to my mama, man.
Yeah, because he's wearing the cologne that you bought him. And he says you always ask him, are you wearing that cologne?
Yeah, she ain't asked me in a minute, but boy, she was asking quite regular.
It must have, and I said it must have cost her a pretty penny.
I'm not sure, but
this is so funny too.
Sentimental reasons.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea.
And I said I wonder how many people in the family watch the show.
I hope that all of them. And I asked him, this is fun, like a recap.
It is.
I asked him, is supporting the same thing as wishing a person well?
And I said no. For an example, I don't drink Coca-Cola. If I supported them, I would be buying their products, whatever products they sell. Wishing them well is saying, well, good luck. So when you show support, it's almost like literally supporting somebody.
So like you tuning in.
It's almost like child support. It's called child support because you have to give money to support that child. They don't listen when you pay child support. They want money. They don't want no items. Well, I bought them shoes. Yeah, you didn't give that money though. Hey. I got Pampers. Yeah, you didn't get that money though. They looking for cash. They ain't looking for materialistic things that you bought. Child support is money.
What is your reaction if you had child support? You got a check back for $13. Now, first of all, you're making $20 an hour, and you get a check that says $13.
Oh man, I don't want y'all to think evil of me. I really don't want y'all to think any kind of evil of me. I really don't. I don't want y'all to think any kind of evil of me, man. I'm afraid to say what I really would think, man. I can't wait till they gone.
First of all, like, man,
what mistake did I make? I known that girl was crazy.
Jesus, you should have warned me. Like,
yeah, you was already warned.
Jesus, you should have warned me.
Man, if I said a check for $13, you said how much dollars? $13? But I cry, man.
You ever seen that screenshot of I think it was like this was like almost like $0. I know it was a screenshot on Facebook. I don't know if it was actual.
I worked with a guy earlier in my career who said one time he was getting nothing but a pay stub.
Man.
He wasn't even getting a check. He was getting a pay stub. You want to hear something crazy about that? Watch this. We was talking at my job yesterday.
Yeah. Literally,
we was talking. They was telling me there's a guy. He shot his uncle.
Wow.
He got 2 years. He said there's a guy who didn't pay child support. He got 7. He said literally if you
wait, I'm sorry.
They was being honest. He was like, this dude shot his uncle. He got 2 years. God didn't pay his child support. He got 7 years. And I said, something is backwards about that.
It is, man. That's why I laugh. Because it's really backwards.
Totally backwards. I mean, listen, I want you to support your kids. Please don't be no deadbeat daddies or deadbeat mamas, because there's some mamas that's on child support. You know what I'm saying? Please pay it. But, man, you shouldn't get no 7 years because you skipped out on some child support, man.
Yeah, that's pretty.
That's 7 years. And then when you get back out, they say they still want you to pay your child support, which I can understand. But then it's probably hard to get a job. a job, man.
I'll be like, what I'm supposed to do? I'm a convicted felon. Like, I'm gonna go live with my mama.
They tell you it's the decisions that you make, which is true, but man, where's the compassion and the mercy at, man?
Hey man, I look back at that episode we were talking about the felon. You know, hey man, there's a lot of truth in that, man. Really about like they expect you to go out here and find a job, but like you got a record, man.
Yeah.
You know, and the clock is ticking. Them boys probably try to stick you back in. Can you imagine that?
They is, because I think you always got to see your parole officer. You got to show them proof that you was looking for a job. And then eventually you actually need a job, man.
Come on, man.
I mean, it ain't right. But then, you know, you kind of see why they go back to doing what they was doing, man, because they can't get a job. Yeah. You got to do something for some money. You can't keep saying, mama, yo, what was that thing you did last time? Mama,
where your tech at? Your tech at, mama?
Yeah, you can't do that, man. They're going to find you, man, and then lock you up.
Hey, man, y'all can reference that on the Freeload episode, man. That was like a real episode.
Yeah, it was, man.
We got some pretty good episodes.
And some of those could be felons that was sitting there saying, mama, you got your check.
Exactly. Hey, man, we got a lot going on. And we ain't trying to bring nobody down.
Oh, you about to talk about the coronavirus, man?
No, I wasn't. But since you want to bring it up, I'm just playing.
Hey, man, believe it or not, man, businesses are shutting down, man.
Yeah.
Like Disney World, I heard Disney World is shutting down till the end of March.
How many millions you think Disney is losing per day?
I can't imagine, man. I know it's millions and millions. But the funny thing is they showed on the news yesterday, man, because it was their last day. But it was the same crowd and everybody was just acting the same, man. I mean, they keep talking about people going to the hand washing station, but man, please.
You think it's some dude, you think it's somebody like...
There's a video on YouTube.
I'm sorry.
It's this dude, man, of Asian descent. Yeah. They're trying to tag it that he is somewhere in Asia. You know, it could be fake or not, but he literally, supposedly, he was infected with the coronavirus and he was licking a bunch of letters and mailing them out.
Oh, geez.
He was like, lick, mail. Now, listen, man, it could have been fake because, you know, you can't believe everything you see, man.
I hope to God it was fake. Hey, listen, man, I got a good one in my spirit. It's coming up right now.
Go right ahead.
Hey, do you think when they wrote that email and they said, we're going to be closed, how long Disney World going to be closed? About a month?
No, just the end of March.
End of March. It was somebody in that said, thank you, Jesus, for Corona.
Well, yeah, you know people want some days off work. Unless they ain't getting paid.
Yeah.
If you ain't getting paid, you ain't saying thank you for nothing. Now, you know, Sheetz. You know, shout out to Sheetz gas station. They usually got the cheapest gas. They sent out an email, man, if you know you're a Sheetz member. Yeah. Which, you know, it's just a card saying they still gonna be open.
But you sure save on gas.
They said they still gonna be open. They said they're monitoring, they got health officials and stuff, but they still gonna be providing you a wonderful service.
Hey.
Now my part-time job sent out an email, not to me, but to other employees saying that they could work from home till the end of March.
Yeah.
I didn't get that notification when I left last night. Meaning that
waiting for it.
Well, man, listen. So here's something funny. Because you told the people at Disney talking about some thank you for Corona. Now, at first, man, I was like, man, I'm tired, man.
Yeah.
Ooh, I need some time off. But, you know, when they was talking about shutting down to the end of March,
yeah,
I was like, man, I want those dollars.
Yeah. I feel
how quickly it will change.
Man, there's a little humor that you can see in it.
Yeah.
But the dangerous thing, the I guess the bad thing is, when you look at it, I thought about this is extreme. I thought about, say you got a financially responsible, just say couple or whatever, but they ain't really got no savings. And if you get out,
it's like an oxymoron though.
Yeah,
they financially stable.
Yeah, the same sentence.
Go on though. Man.
So it's almost like, you know, you ain't really got no savings and you out of work for a little bit, and you know, because really a lot can have, you can get behind like that.
True indeed.
They can mess around, end up at the payday loan place and be right back in debt all over again. You know what I mean? Like I
feel you.
I mean, that might be extreme case, but
it ain't no extreme case. Probably happening.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, guess what, man? Wake County schools ain't closed yet. They still open. I don't blame them.
These boys getting this
Listen,
federal
man,
funding.
You funny.
They keep that federal funding.
I think spring break is coming up anyway, man. But a lot of places, like certain places ain't flying nowhere. So I was like, man, this is serious. But then, I think to myself, I mean, how many death cases is there so far? I'm talking just here. You don't know, do you? I can tell by the look on your face.
I heard a number. Now I heard total. I don't know if this number was right.
What was the total, man?
I heard it was 4,200.
4,200.
Now I could be wrong.
I'm glad you said it. The problem is this too, man. Yeah. They don't have a vaccine for it yet, man.
Yeah.
So at work again yesterday, they told me.
Neosporin?
No, they told me. I don't know how true it is now because I be watching the news. They said, don't believe everything that you hear and all these ain't facts. But they was telling me they was paying people $4,500 to be pretty much a guinea pig to test on, man. $4,500.
All right, I got a scenario.
And the first thing we said was, you see the people who be at like the plasma banks up there, man, especially here in Raleigh.
Yeah.
They ain't the cleanest people you ever seen in your life, man. Usually the people who's a little bit below mama.
Mario, take out your mama.
Yo, man, usually they literally, I was like, I bet those are the people who probably be standing in line for that $4,500. It ain't worth $4,500 if you die. Watch this. That's all your family get. 45. He passed away. And you got to sign one of those legal documents, man, waving.
So you behind your child support all of a sudden. Can you imagine your baby mama say, oh, you behind, but you can't, you want to get locked up, but you got a chance to make $4,500 and be a guinea pig, but you rather be locked up.
Man, listen, man, that's a horrible baby mama, man.
Yeah. Woo-wee. That's a cold-blooded baby mama. They could. Hey, it's something out here like that, though, man.
No, it's a lot out here like that, man.
Yeah.
Really, man. The stories that I hear about baby mamas is crazy, man. But then I think again, man, nobody made you sleep with her, man.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, nobody didn't make you, not wrap it up. Or, that's probably some extreme cases where something happened, to the protection I guess you was wearing. I heard about people putting pinholes in it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know how true it is. I ain't in the streets like that.
Hey, man, I remember one time I had a false alarm. I was like, oh, thank you, Father. Boy, I was real thankful that time.
I'm very lost, man.
Yeah, I was.
How old was you? Don't say it was like a few years ago either.
No. I probably was. It was a long time ago. But I remember, boy, this young.
Was you in the band?
Well, actually, I don't want to talk about both, but one of them was.
You had more than one false alarm. Is that what you about to tell me, man?
No.
Because you said
one scare. I had two scares, but one false alarm. It's complicated, but long story short was when I was in my mid-20s.
Meaning he knew better. Go on.
Yeah, I was in my mid-20s, and she was like, I'm pregnant. And I remember thinking to myself, oh my God, I can't believe I did this.
Did you actually like this individual?
Hey, man.
This wasn't a one-night stand, was it? Man, there's too much silence, man. You got to fill in the silence, man.
Hey, man, this is 2020, man.
Okay.
This back in the day. Did we call it one-night stands back then?
I think it's always been one-night stands.
Okay.
Unless there's a other gutter word worse than that.
One-night stands sounds so terrible, though, man.
But it's the truth.
Yeah.
It's one night.
But moving on, yeah.
So wait a minute. You had
man, we're not going to talk about this now.
Yeah, you had one scare, but 3 incidents all together.
No. 2 scares.
One false alarm.
One false alarm.
What's the difference between the scares and false alarms?
It's complicated. It's more like one situation I was just too young for. Another situation I was just...
You didn't want it to happen.
I didn't want it to happen.
Oh, that's what's up, man. You weren't ready to be a father. Or you weren't ready to pay child support. Hey, man, it's crazy how many dudes probably stay with the girl so they won't have to pay child support, and it just don't end up working out anyway.
Okay.
I mean,
that's the way of life. I know,
oh, boy.
I know a couple, man, I know a couple who was living off of government assistance, and this guy, he was making about $17 an hour. And instead of losing their place where they live, they never got married.
Yeah, I know.
Never got married.
I knew one guy like that.
This man had a brand spanking new Nissan Altima in the yard.
Listen, man, in the eyesight of the Lord, right? I wonder, could you get married, have the ceremony, just don't sign no papers, and it still be, okay in the eyesight of the Lord, so you can still keep those benefits. You know what I'm saying? Like, go through the motions. Like, literally say your vows, mean it from the heart, but just don't sign no marriage certificate. You think that'd be okay, man? Like, be honest. Your face is like, no. That way, so they won't say you shacking up or something, man. You be like, I'm married. I just ain't got it on paper.
Hey, do you think the Lord, he be like, man, them some idiots.
What have I done?
Hey, I do think it's a time. Yo, man, I gave them Jesus, son.
What's wrong?
I gave them Jesus, son. And they still can't get it together.
I'm just saying, do you think that's wrong? You think...
I can't even fathom that, man. Like, I want to fathom it because it's so funny. It's so funny.
Because you still could make your wife or your husband the beneficiary of stuff, though. You literally could write out a will and make them because, if you ain't married, it might go to someone else. But as long as you have a will, you could literally sign everything over to them, right? You could just, but I'm just saying, when they look at it wrong, just so you can still keep, like my man with the fresh Altima.
So, maybe there's a religion or something where you can like have a ceremony and it means you're married without signing paper. You think there's a
religion? That's probably any religion, right?
Like it might be
the government is the one that wants you.
A culture, not religion, a culture.
Yeah, probably somewhere in Africa or something, man. Yeah. Deep in the woods. Not saying, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, we do.
Maybe I shouldn't have said it. Maybe I should say somewhere in Australia, deep in the woods. Does it sound better?
All of us sound about the same to me.
Okay, my bad.
I still see the humor in it. I know you and I see the humor, so I know this.
Listen, man, but I wish that was possible.
Yeah.
Hey, man, but I was saying a lot of guys probably do that. Not even liking a girl. They just don't want to pay that support. So they try to, because think about it, the longer you with her, when y'all have a breakup, the less child support you have to pay. Like, let's say you with her till the child is 15. Yeah. You only got 3 years, plus maybe college if they going to pay child support. I mean, I ain't saying it's right. I'm just saying.
Hey, listen, do you think it's a dad? Hey, I believe even the best fathers be like, I hope my child is a dummy.
Why?
So when they
wow.
When they turn 18.
Hey, look at this guy, man.
Yo, hey man, I'm gonna tell you. Hey, think about this, man. And I'm talking about good fathers now. We ain't talking about no deadbeat.
You talking about a good father saying, I hope my child is a dummy?
I hope my child is a dummy because I don't want to have to pay for his college. Hey, listen.
Or they hope they super smart so they get a free ride, man.
That's true.
If you, I ain't trying to be mean. If they black, they want to be good in sports.
Hey, you better get it how you live, man.
Son, man, go out there, ball, brother.
You remember when you was young and it was like, there was like a degree it was whispers like that you're gonna have a degree to make it.
Yeah.
And now it's almost like you gotta have almost a master's.
Almost.
Yeah.
They want you to have a master's, man. And
I said, D-boy, him, man.
And the fun thing, even with a master's, you ain't gonna, nothing ain't promised. Nothing ain't promised with anything.
That's true.
There's still some people who just got a high school diploma that's balling, man. And I ain't talking about illegally, like literally had an idea and killed it, man.
Yeah.
And there's some people who went to school all their life and has nothing and still stand with their parents, man.
Man.
Because they can't afford nothing.
That's true.
Think about it, man. I hear about student loans. My goodness. There's some people that say their student loans will still be around even after they die. All right, man, that is crazy.
Hey, man, I'm going to tell you for real. It's costing. It probably costs about $80,000 to go to the school I go to.
Woo! So boy, you balling, man.
No.
That's what I'm talking about. Look at a baller. Y'all hear that? 80,000.
No.
My man threw 80,000 down. Go right ahead, though.
Hey, man. The Culture Section Podcast. random, what they call it? when you was talking about something, you just plug it in. I forgot what they call it. But look, I be thinking about this all the time, like, cause like it's a group of people graduating this week and then graduating with me. And I'm talking about like they just came from high school to college. And I think about it, I'll be like, yo, man. And then they not sure. And then you hear someone say, yo, I'm not even sure what I'm gonna do. You know, or it's a lot of uncertainty. It's just kind of like the way it is. But when you think about, that money that they spending, that we all spending, you're like, oh my God, this is like, college is really not the place. Honestly, it's really not the place to be unsure because it's so expensive. That's what the problem is.
Yeah. But man, the fun thing is the average parent usually wants their child to go from high school to college.
Yeah, very true.
And then as a high school kid, there's some that know what they want to do.
Yeah, that's true.
There's the rest, man, that's trying to figure out, don't know what's out there. Maybe don't even know what they're really good at, man. But it's like it's thrown in their face so quickly, they got to make quick decisions, man. Probably end up changing their major a few times, trying to find themselves, man.
Yeah.
And then that's when the uncertainty is there, man. Now you graduated, you really don't even know what you're going to do, man.
And let me ask you something.
Go right ahead. Ask me
I know you're in. Someone asked the question. Yes, I'm just, how do I say? Like that. Them movies, like they about to cry. But listen, so we just had the primaries. Right. Now, I think that was Joe Biden,
Bernie Sanders.
Bernie Sanders, Nancy Warren, Andrew, and all these different people. So Joe Biden ended up winning the election. Now, ended up winning the primaries. Now, here's the thing: Bernie Sanders feels that that school should be free. And he feels that that the wealthy, not the rich, but the wealthy, should have an extreme. Matter of fact, let me stop. Whatever it means, because I don't want to push out my ideas on you, but he has an extreme wealth tax. Everybody generally has somewhere in that neighborhood, except for maybe Joe Biden. Do you think that we're talking about school, and now that you kind of been around a little bit, and we got family members, and you got friends, and you in that mode in life to where like what I'm doing right now is what I'm doing till I get old. Do you feel like college should be free?
Yep. I always thought that way.
Really?
Even growing up, I thought that way. I thought education should be free in general, right?
Okay.
Is there a second part to this question? Because you looking at me like you want more.
I'm looking at you. What?
I don't even think in general public school is free to an extent, isn't it? It's really ain't. You got to pay for your lunch. You got to pay for the field trips you go on. You got to, man, you generally end up paying, especially if your parents in a PTA. There's always some type of money going out. When I graduated, I had to literally pay to graduate.
Right.
Whatever, however they worded it, I literally still had to give some money.
Yeah.
Out of my pocket, man. I'm not even talking about robe and tassel. I think there's like a senior student fee or something we had to pay, man. Yeah. What am I paying for?
Right.
What am I paying for? What if I didn't have a job, man? I guess there's a government assistance plan for that. I guess. Is it, man? Is it one?
I'm pretty sure.
But in general, I would think if for the future of America, why can't education be free? It should be almost like this. There's public school, there's private school, right? Private school, usually you got to pay. Charter school, I don't think you got to. You just got to fill out application. You just got to be one of the kids that make it in, right? Listen, so in my mind, you still can have a university. Community college should be for free there. That way, if someone wants to go to a university, either you get accepted in or you pay, or you pay your money. You know what I'm saying?
Now you're saying something different, though.
Yeah, but now, I'm thinking about it, man. Can't I think about it? Can't I talk and like think at the same time? I really think that if you have a community college, please don't shut them down because of my idea. It should be for free. You only can accept a certain amount, meaning that, if you're late, trying to fill out your application, you just late. You try the next year. But it should be for free. I think healthcare should be for free.
So you want more government.
Huh?
So you want more government.
Well, I just want things that work to my advantage.
To your advantage.
Yeah. Usually when you vote, that's what you're voting for. Something that work for you. You ain't voting for something that work for someone else. You think about yourself.
Oh, man. Y'all need to see what...
Like, I enjoy hearing no more taxes. Or I believe that, listen, man, I believe after, let's say, okay, you have a mortgage on your house. I believe after you pay that mortgage off, your land should be paid off with it. You shouldn't have to pay no more taxes on your house, on your land. I believe once you pay off your car, you shouldn't have to pay taxes on your car.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, after your car is either 20 or 30 years old, it's considered a classic. You actually don't have to pay taxes on it.
What age?
I think that's be like 25 or 30 years old or something. Like if you have like a 1970 or whatever.
Almost in there.
Yeah, man.
Almost, but it's gone now.
Hey, man, never mind.
Hey, man. Yeah. So listen. So I agree. I agree that I don't think college should be totally free, but I like the plan that you said about the community college because that's your general education courses. So we're talking about roughly about 2 years.
Yeah, because you still could get an associate degree. Yes. Or you could get certified. They do certificates there. You get certified plumber, electrician, blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera.
Do you feel like we should have, if we're paying for, I'm talking about now, this is college now. Mm-hmm. If we're paying for college, for community college, do you think we should be real strict with the requirements as far as like attendance, like things of that nature, or that should still be on the policies of the school?
Yeah, it should be attendance. I think
because some people they be like, I'm going to school anyway. I'm gonna go, you know.
Yeah, I think they even do that with high school. After you miss a certain amount of days, you literally already failed, man.
Yeah.
In college, after you miss a certain amount of days, community college, they pretty much say, hey, man, incomplete. You out of here.
How many times should they allow you to come back if you just leave?
Maybe we should do the 3 strikes you out kind of rule.
Oh, Jesus.
Unless you have like some type of, legitimate, excuse. Because you could be sick, you could be a mother, taking care of your kids. Anything can happen. You could be the head of household, man.
Right.
But I mean, that's nice. I mean, hey, listen, man. If life was easy, everyone would be living it to the fullest.
Right.
So there's going to be a struggle and a sacrifice. Anyhow, man. But if you really want something, you're going to go after it, right? And listen,
that's true.
This is another thing. Listen, man, I'm my father's rich. I'm not rich, but my father is very rich.
In housing and land, he holds the world in the palm of his hand. My days were dark, but now I see.
I thought about doing all that, but nah, man, I just ended with my father's rich. Listen, if you're rich, I don't know how you got there, but that's your money, man.
Yeah.
I think in general, everyone should be maybe, instead of going after the rich, why isn't everybody just charge a certain percentage? One that really wouldn't kill everybody. If you're poor, let's say you whatever, they want 3% from you. If you're already poor, 3% literally is nothing but pennies anyway, if not even a penny. You shouldn't be penalized or required to do more just because you have more money. It's your money. There used to be a commercial on TV. It's my money and I want it now. You remember that commercial, something like that? I think it's my money. I can do whatever I want to with it.
It's amazing that we agree on this.
Yeah, man, like, why you put more responsibility on me because I have the money? Man, it ain't my responsibility. Now listen, if it's in my heart and I want to do it, knock myself out. Like, I can't stand. Listen, man.
This is funny because it's going to be so good.
Yeah, it's probably horrible. I can't stand when someone is famous. Right. You look up their network, you see that they worth like $50 million, $160 million, and they're taking up money for a charity, and they only give $1 million, and then they come on TV and ask me for my money.
Come on, man.
I'm thinking, man, you could have took care of that yourself.
You get me, man. Like, if you ain't never got me, you get me, bro. When Dr. Dre gave that $1 million to USC, I said, yo, you worth $1 billion. And then on top of that, if we say something, somebody's gonna say, well, they're not entitled to do anything. I'm saying, yo, man, I make $10 an hour. I make $12 an hour. I make $8 an hour. And gas is $3.20. You want me to give $5 and your net and you a billionaire.
Yeah, that just don't make sense to me,
It
man.
never has made sense.
And I always turn.
So
I'll be like, yep, not me. Go right ahead.
So but you know what though? I feel you on that. And I feel you on that, especially like these days, because I know it seems like everybody's doing like a GoFundMe, you know.
Oh boy.
Yeah, like all this stuff. Like and even if it's for, you know, those things ended up Kickstarter, GoFundMe. A lot of that stuff was for kind of like bus trip for kids or somebody trying to make a film, but now it's ventured into I want a pair of sneakers.
Yeah, and then scams got involved.
Scams got involved.
Whenever there's money, man, someone gonna be scamming.
Yeah, but I feel you though, man, on that, man. Like it's like the celebrities, the clothes on their body is worth more than your whole closet.
Of course, it might be worth more than my house, man. Yeah. Good grief, especially all the jewelry they be wearing. Yeah.
I got on Versace at like the necklace, and it's like $30,000-$40,000. And you see some rapper like they had that. Yo, man, this right here really burned me up. They was raising money for the Thurgood Marshall. The Breakfast Club was raising money for the Thurgood Marshall scholarship, and one guy, literally, my man had on Jordans. He had on a Rolex, and I think he had on. I mean, all this was blinged out, man. My man gave $1,000.
Listen, man, his only excuse could be that stuff was fake. You think it was a fake Rolex, fake jewelry,
this
and some fake Jordans?
These one of the boys I used to listen to, and I listen to him. He got money. I hope he ain't fake. That would be so bad.
And he gave $1,000.
$1,000, man. $1,000.
Well, man.
Hey, man, it almost brought me down to thinking about it.
I didn't get rich by giving money away.
That's just crazy, man. Hey, I know, like.
But what is Joe Biden saying then? He's totally the opposite of what Bernie Sanders is saying.
Joe Biden, he just want 2 years. Like 2 years to be free.
I got you.
And then
hey, man.
Bernie, but now one, I was about to say something.
Go right ahead.
Now one got a black agenda though.
Oh.
And that's one, dude. So Charlamagne, he feel like everybody, like that we all voted for Joe Biden out of fear.
Fear of what?
I don't know. I guess the fear that.
Number two, all these things that they want, how long will it take for the process for it to come to pass? Or even will it come to pass? People will say anything to get in office. And listen, we'll get mad. Once they're in office, it don't happen. We'll get mad. I can't believe I voted for them. But it's too late then, man. They're going to serve their 4 terms.
Yeah.
And then at the end of that 4th term, they probably going to explain why it didn't happen so you can vote them back in again, man, and then not to happen again. People will say anything when they're desperate to get something. Anything, man.
The video of the dude or the politician, Juvenile is rapping.
Yeah.
And the guy, he's...
My cousin sent it to me, man. Did he send it to you too?
No.
Oh.
But I seen somebody posted on Facebook.
Yeah, he sent it, man.
And somebody said, hey, they doing anything for a black vote.
He sent it to our messenger, man. You didn't watch it?
No.
Oh, that's sad. Hey, hashtag we are DOC. Don't be sending nothing else to the messenger. He don't be looking at it like that. Yeah, it was horrible, man. He didn't even look. I think his wife was dancing with him too. They always up there dancing, man. Yeah, man, they'd do anything, man. They probably think we clowns or something.
Yeah.
Probably think we look past what he's saying. We hear the music. That doesn't impress me. What impresses me is when they say something that works to my advantage.
Come on, man. Boy, you is funny. Hey, man, the only way I believe...
I get excited when I hear something about I'm saving money.
Hey, man.
Read my lips, no more taxes. For some funny reason, that feel good.
We can't afford it, but it feel good. You remember that stimulus check we had got that time?
Yeah.
You ain't get happy? Why I spent that joint so quick?
I probably was at
$1,000. Or was it less?
I think if you were single, it was. I think when you was married, man, it was like 25, man.
God, boy, y'all.
Yeah, but if you owe taxes, they still took, like, you didn't get it, man, or they gave you what was left. But I remember when they sent it to the mail, boy, I got excited, man. I don't even know what happened with that money. I really don't. Probably went on vacation or something, man.
Was you like, Lord, you're a good God.
Did I say that?
No, wait. God, you're a good God. You're a merciful Father.
I mean, I didn't say those words. I was like, man, I'm about to get paid. You know, you start making plans with your money. I was younger then, man. You start making plans with your money like, man, I'm about to get paid. I want this. I want that. I want this. I want that. Oh, the money's gone. Okay.
Hey, man, this how the deep people... Wait. This is how the deep people do, man. It be so funny to me when I see this. Like, I hear you, God.
What's up with this guy? Hey, man, you know, one time, man, I never forget, man. I got a wonderful tax return, and my vehicle broke down, and it pretty much ate up all that tax return, man. I remember counting out that money. Oh, man, I just remember counting it out. I mean, I was happy that I was able to get the vehicle fixed, man, but deep down inside, man, I was hurt, man.
I know you.
I was like, wow, I had plans for you. I think I probably was saying I had plans for you, man. I had plans. You laughing, man? I mean, I was happy, man. I was like, okay, man, my vehicle's fixed.
He's like, hey, look, imagine if this was your tone of voice. I got plans for you.
Plans canceled, man.
Golly.
Hey, man, like we have plans on going to Disney World. Hopefully they open back up, man. I have plans for you.
I got plans for you. Hey, man, let me tell you something, man. I had went to Family Dollar on Mitchell Mill Road in the greatest city in the world. Boy, I went in there, I'm just get some Lysol.
Oh, boy, you was disappointed, won't you?
Look, man, it's a two-part story. It's so funny. I walked inside. I said, I'm just trying to get some Lysol. I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take this opportunity to bleed. I need to start packing anyway. I said, I'm going to go ahead and buy some Lysol, like wipe everything down, start folding my clothes, and start moving stuff around, going down to minimalist thing, right? Just the bare minimum I need to, whatever. Man, I was in there, man, and this black lady was like, basically said, I don't believe in God because I'm buying Lysol.
She told you this?
Yes. She was like, I have faith. So you can be in a field.
What was she in there for?
Man, I don't know what she was.
Was she buying something or was she there passing out pamphlets?
No, she was buying stuff. But what it was.
None of it was Lysol, I take it.
None of it was Lysol. But she was like, you could be in a field and a tornado is coming your way. And he'll let the tornado pass. And I'll pass right over you or pass around you. I was saying to myself, I just want some Lysol.
Hey, listen, when she was saying this, what was you saying though? Was you like nodding, yes, ma'am, or what was you doing?
I was like, no, I was going to use the word common sense, but I didn't want to offend her. So I said, I'm just trying to exercise a little, good judgment, precaution, that's all.
Here's a question, man. Okay, whatever. You buying your Lysol. Is she saying, watch this, man, isn't Lysol more of a hygiene thing as well? I mean, it's almost like I'm buying soap. And she said,
yeah, come on,
you don't have faith in God that he'll clean you up. Yeah, but I stink. I live in a flesh-like body. I need to wash and cleanse myself. People was buying Lysol before this happened, though.
It was.
That's why Lysol is still here, because people buying it. You won't preaching that when people was just buying it on a regular basis. Won't she go up there and slap all the sanitizer off the shelf there and hand soap? Won't she do that there, man?
He go to the second part of the story. I get in line. I just got what did I get?
You did have the Lysol though, right?
No Lysol. I think I just ended up buying a towel.
Was they out of Lysol or something?
But it was out of everything.
Okay, go on. You end up buying.
But it was out of everything.
But you in line though. I didn't mean to cut you off. You in line.
Yeah, I'm in line. So I think I had bought a towel. I think I had bought 2 towels and 2 bath rags. So went in there, whatever. Get in line. I said, hey man, when y'all gonna get some more Lysol? He said, well, we only get a truck on Fridays. And this was just a couple days ago, right? And I think he said the next truck we get will be Friday. So it'll be this Friday. And that was Thursday night. And he looked at me and like, I said, man, y'all gonna have none of this stuff. He said, I know.
Was he excited or?
Like, he was like,
hey, man.
Excited, man.
Walmart is getting them on a regular basis now, man. So if y'all looking for something like that, Walmart got it, man. Walmart said they're going to keep y'all replenished up.
Now, on a serious note.
Yeah, what's this?
On a scale of 1 to 10.
Mm-hmm. Watch this.
How cautious are you being?
10 being the most cautious?
Extremely cautious.
1.
You're 1.
I'm literally living my same life routine, buddy.
I'm living so you let me translate for all you supporters of the culture section.
Mm-hmm.
He's living his best life amongst carnivorous.
Yeah, man. I ain't scared of nothing. I mean, you know, it's serious, but I'm still doing my regular routine that I was doing henceforth and forever.
Okay.
I haven't changed nothing up. I wash my hands the same amount of time I was washing them. I still make the same face when people cough, man. It always bothered me, even back in the day when someone.
What's the face?
Come on, man. Actually, man, I realized
like, is that within your?
I said it out loud now, which is weird. I was saying it back then. Listen, man, over the past few years, I became very vocal. And I don't know, I can't help it. Maybe because I'm getting older. But I always say, like, come on, man. And they'll look, oh, excuse me. Well, man, it's just weird when people just cough. Just everywhere. Or especially you behind them, man.
Yeah.
Oh, are you walking by them? And all of a sudden, okay, sometimes I guess you can't hold it in. But turn away at least. The older I get, I think I'm going to be very violent. I'm going to end up socking them in their face, man. Like out of nowhere, when they cough, it's just gonna be a natural reflex. I'm gonna just hit them in their face.
The only thing that disgusts me really is when like somebody sneezes in their hand.
Oh.
They're right there kind of.
Yeah, a kid will do that too, man. Hey, on a scale of 1 to 10, which one are you though? Because obviously you're up there because you was trying to buy Lysol yesterday, man.
I'd probably say I'm about a 4 or 5.
A 4 or 5?
Yeah.
That's average, man.
Yeah, because I do a couple extra. What is it? Extra hand washing.
You know what's so funny though? I may have already said this, but it takes all this just for people to be clean. They should have, not saying you, but just in general. Right. It takes all this to happen for you. Should have been clean to start off with. I don't understand. Hey, this one guy said he was in a store. He actually was a doctor. Mm. And he said this woman had a basket full of toilet tissue because people have been buying toilet tissue. Yeah. And he asked her, what is all this toilet tissue for? And she was like, with her, she said, her kids, she had 4 kids. She said they primarily use the bathroom a lot at school. So since school might be closing down, she know they're going to be using the bathroom a lot at the house. She wanted to make sure they was wiping their tail.
That's funny, man.
But she said that's why she was buying
that's so funny.
Much, man. She wanted to make sure they still was wiping their tail, man. But then what really got me was this woman and her son on the news. And they was selling toilet tissue by the road. They bought a bunch of them. They was selling by the road for $2 for the road. And I said, if that is not extortion, what is that, man?
That's like if
and she up here had enough nerve and got her boy like he was maybe 10 years old. Got him quoting the same thing. Yeah, we just trying to help everybody because we know the stores is running out of stuff. I'm thinking you shouldn't have bought all the tissue then.
Exactly.
And selling it for $2 a roll. $2 a roll. Talking about you helping somebody.
Clown,
man. Whoo.
Was he
Was
he a brother?
No, man. They want no brothers, man.
Can I say this?
Go right ahead, say it.
Thank God.
Man, because
you know how we do.
If I was around, man, I would have ran by that table and took it. Took it. And say, do something now. Do something now.
I need to work on do something.
And then, watch this, pass it out to everybody for free.
You like the Robin Hood of toilet tissue.
Yeah, man. $2 a roll. $2 a roll.
Bro, you can't. I mean, I don't.
She's brave, man. Ain't got enough nerve telling you helping people.
Yeah, right. Do you know? Okay, the funniest thing I seen was a lady from Alabama. It was a news clip, And there was one lady, she was like, I sure did.
Yeah,
I
that
sure
black
did.
lady, man.
Yeah, but the lady with the trash bag, she had two golden moments, man. She said, oh, my shoes untied. Like that, right? And then the second one, like, we gonna die anyway. I just thought it was so funny to me, man.
That bothered me. Cause she had like bags on her feet. And then I think one of them even ripped, man, or something. I was like, this is ridiculous. Then she had bags over her head and she had a mask on, man. What? If you saying we're gonna die anyway, why you got all that on yourself, man?
Yeah. And he's like, you got the flu, you gonna die anyway. Like, it was so funny. But man, listen, man. I have thoroughly enjoyed this episode. Again, man, this is the culture section. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Fans of the Culture Network. Subscribe, hit the notification bell. My name is I Am Quartet.
I am Tada the Greatest Me.
See you.
I didn't mean for it to come out like that anyway. But peace, yeah. See you.
See you when we see you. Peace.